You're watching Soccer Night in Detroit.
And from the grassroots of Detroit soccer all the way to U.S. Soccer's second division, this is Detroit City FC. Goal for Detroit City. What a play by Alec Wasinski.
Monday with the right foot. It's in the back of the net.
Jupe curls in and bangs it in off the post. Antez Jupe, are you serious with that? Header!
For lo, the winter has passed. The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time for singing birds has come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. And we are back.
Yes.
At our home.
Behind the wooden desk.
For the last season, we hope.
Maybe.
For Keyword Stadium as Detroit City FC opens up their 2026 campaign against Brooklyn FC. Brooklyn FC winners last week in their home opener, their actual opener against Indy 11, 1-0 victory. Juan Obregon with the goal in that match.
And that was a penalty kick.
Yes. So,
yes.
By the way, much to go off of that one.
I know. But welcome to the night, or in this case, the day of soccer, the day of dreams, here in the most wonderful city.
The week of soccer.
In one of the most wonderful cities, in a weird city, a crazy city, a confusing city, but we broke through. We are not, we don't have soccer knowledge from the early days of the Express or this team, which lasts 5 times longer than the Express. This is the day of soccer. This is where the day of dreams are. And this is the day where we are in the team that wear the word Detroit City.
That's right.
And by the way, it's the day of soccer. No matter the small clubs or the big clubs, either in good mood, bad moods, or in this year with the World Cup, a dark and shady mood. Who knows? But hey, welcome.
Welcome indeed, as we get set for opening day here at Keyword Stadium. Mm-hmm. As we mentioned, the opponent, Brooklyn FC, our winners last week against Indy 11 to start their season. And we walk into this thing with a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
And a lot of this stemming from what's going on. Well, obviously what's going on with the team. It's pretty much a I wouldn't say newfangled team, but a lot of new places in there. We got a new captain, Devin Amumensa, just mentioned as captain.
Yes, in the worst kept secret in all these reports.
Yep, he was just announced as captain of Detroit City FC. He replaces a legend, Stephen Carroll. We're going to have an interview in a few minutes with him.
I'll say one thing, not surprised. Devin had served as assistant captain when Stephen was out with that injury, and Dwight Croyce, defensive stalwart, almost,
and has been here since the beginnings of Detroit City in USL Championships. So
and don't forget, he knocked in the goal that Dak Louisville at Lynn Family Stadium last year.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that goal that put us into the second round to face Pittsburgh. And unfortunately, we knew how the ending went on that one. But like I said, a lot of uncertainty, as you know, with the team itself, a lot of uncertainty with the league going on right now. Especially with the CBA. Still not settled.
No.
And
this week games in the USL, I saw a video from the guy from Behind the 90 on YouTube. This week games are go, including the Open Cup game. That's also a go. It's about the CBA, probably the sticking point, maybe NIL, name, image, and likeness.
Big gap in that one.
Brother.
USL HQ offering $125,000. The players want $600,000. It's to the point where they have to meet in the middle some way, somehow. Now, from what I also heard as well, the federal mediator has been, or I wouldn't say removed, the federal mediator was not needed in the bargaining session that was taking place on Wednesday as well.
Both the players and the league said federal mediators be gone.
So who knows what's going to happen
Is
there.
It good or bad if the federal
really, when you look at it in one way or another, you're either close to a deal or you're further away from a deal. So at this point, who knows what's going on? The protests are going to continue. You're going to expect a protest at the beginning of this game today.
You're right.
You're going to see that happen, and regardless of how they're going to spin it at HQ, we're still going to cover it because it's a news story. It's the biggest news story of the year thus far.
Next to the WNBA negotiations, which has been,
I'm talking to USL.
Yeah. USL.
It's the biggest
two
story.
different.
It's the biggest story in the league thus far.
And everybody's surprised, and even the USPL said, "Go ahead, fans. Tell them that we support the player, then play the player."
It'll be interesting to see what the reaction will be from the stands here if he was this afternoon.
Last week you saw that at Brooklyn when they said play the player, both supporter sections, and they're trying to cut away from the players and all that. Said, "Hey, we're waiting the game," and I'm talking the game. I'm not going to be surprised if there's a visual protest today.
And guess who's front and center?
Us.
Yep.
Yeah,
right in the middle of the middle of the action. So I mean, it's the only supporter stand in USL Championship that is right front and center directly in front of the cameras.
In the hard camera, yes. I'll be in the stands filming it from my end. You're going to be in your media section.
And like I said, we're going to cover it as it is a news story because that's exactly what it is a news story.
Yes.
Let's talk to the game itself.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Brooklyn FC, as I mentioned, they defeated Indy 11 by a score of 1-0. Doesn't look like the one big star on that team is Juan Obregon. Golden Boot winner last year in USL League One, comes back into the championship with Brooklyn FC. Other than that, this is pretty much I don't know. You really can't say who is a key player on this squad.
No, they're new. They were originally supposed to be in League One until they said, okay, well, they were originally going to be in the league last year, but it was delayed until this year. So, and they play in a very cool stadium. It's the Brooklyn Cyclone Home Park. If you saw the broadcast there, it got a lot of mutant rides. You know what I mean?
I'm not about ready to say that name right off the bat. I think it's Mamadi's Park or whatever.
Yeah, Mamadi's Park. Yeah, and short far away, Nathan's famous hot dog, home of the hot dog eating contest. As we us newscasters say, 70 hot dogs in 15 minutes.
Give me a Dearborn over Nathan's any time of the week.
Nathan's is good, but
give me a Dearborn over a Nathan's any time of the week, or
Culver's
for that matter. I might be in Flint. Shout out Grand Blanc.
And by the way, old school high grade ballpark Franks. Remember those? Yeah.
I don't think the plant is open anymore.
Unfortunately, not. Sorry.
So that's why I say either Dearborn. Koval's.
How about Kowalski?
Kowalski, right down the street.
Yes, we're in him.
Over on
Holbrook.
Over on Holbrook there. Shout out Kowalski.
I know.
One of the original Polish dogs. Shout out Schrodix.
Oh, Schrodix, yeah.
Yeah, you can't forget Schrodix. Can't forget
sausages, Italian sausages.
We're getting into the Sean Windsor portion of the podcast here. Shout out Sean. I hope you're doing well.
Okay.
But anyway, back to the game at hand.
Okay.
Obviously, Detroit City coming away with some new players here as well. We've mentioned them: Real Hope Gunn, Aiden Stanley. Those are two names that come to mind, and that's on probably one of the biggest questions on this squad: the back line.
Oh yeah, Stephen Carroll no longer retired after last season.
Shane Wheat retired.
Shane Wheat retiring, and Matt, that video guy on YouTube?
Matt Shelton.
Matt Shelton, soccer professor. He also retired as well.
Yeah, so big questions on that back line, and of course Devin Amumensa being the captain,
the new captain.
Yeah, and he's we've seen him more or less on the wing. What are on the left side when you're looking, on the attack mode, you see Michael Bryant on the right side.
Yes,
they got those two possibly as possible center backs for this squad. Does Detroit City go with the 4 in the back, or they go with 3 in the back like they did much of last year towards the end of the year?
Who knows? I'm thinking 3 in the back. You know what I mean? Because you gotta go crazy. We'll talk about the forwards in a minute, but yeah, with the forward line crazy, you have to go with 3 in the back.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll see what happens there. As I mentioned, Aiden Stanley being part of that lineup, coming in from Indy 11, and Real Hope Gunn also coming in from Rhode Island FC. One other player from Rhode Island FC, big spark plug in the middle. One Maxi Rodriguez returns
Oh, man. Our return of our adopted prodigal son from San Antonio. First game in almost 500 days ever since we got eliminated in the playoff. And we thought, oh, my God, we missed this player. Then all of a sudden, he's back after a 1-year break, because he had his struggle.
We forgive him for the penalty kick.
I know. We forgive. Hey. We forgive him the penalty. That's in the law.
We apologize for. I don't think we're going to apologize for what happened in the first game.
I know.
He was here.
He had struggle. He had struggles in the first game, and he was like, But I was kind of surprised he came back.
Yeah. And fair enough. He comes back. He gets a penalty kick against us, and the 1-0 loss over in Rhode Island.
I know.
And then next thing you know, off season comes around, he comes back here.
He come back. Well, yeah, he wanted to be part of the team, from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And later on in the season, he was added as a super sub. You know what I mean? And he scored 7 goals last season. So hey, he felt comfortable being back, and we welcome back in open arms. And also, one thing: when he left the first time, he was 8 goals short of being in second place behind one Sean Claude Lawson.
So that is on as well, because he has a chance to become the all-time goal-scoring leader in Detroit City history.
8 goals to tie it, 9 to break it.
Yes,
Can
indeed.
he do 9? He did 10 2 seasons ago.
Yes, he did. He was the leading goal scorer along with Ben Morris. So that's another key factor for Detroit City. Ben Morris still on the injured list, still in recovery. Of course, he had the ACL tear last year.
Yeah.
We mentioned Aiden Stanley. He's coming back from an ACL tear that he had a month earlier than Ben. So it'll be interesting to see who's in that lineup there.
Yeah.
A lot of and we said the forward room was stacked as well.
It's so stacked,
Alex Dayu from Western Conference champion FC Tulsa joins the mix.
He's a hometown kid.
Yes, Chisholm.
He's a hometown kid.
Chisholm Egbukulum also joining in as well. And then taking a look also in that Detroit forward.
Don't forget two of our returning offense Juice. He had a great preseason this year. You know what I mean? Coming back. You know what I mean? And now he's part of the team. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Can I say
Callum Montgomery, another one of our newer defenders coming into the fold as well. Tommy Silva on the defense as well. As I'm looking at the midfielder, or actually. At the front, we always mentioned Alex Dalu and Chisholm, Tabor Taka Preston coming in as well.
And by the way, could I say his name? He may score. Do you believe in Darren this year?
I'm hoping that Darren would, repeat what he did last year. Maybe even do a little bit more, because in the absence of one Ben Morris not being in the lineup, he's going to have to do a lot more. And I'm looking to Atis Juve as well, filling the void as well, as filling the void that is being left by Ben Morris. And we've seen the comeuppance of Juve throughout the year last year. So it's going to be a different attacking side for Detroit City this year. It might be the same when you look at it, but the big thing is the cog in the middle. And we talked about Maxi Rodriguez. He's going to be paired up with Kobe Hernandez Foster.
Yes, and he was a big surprise last year when he,
And it's going to be nice to see how those two are going to be together. But another thing is in the net. One Carlos Saldaña in the net. Maybe part of the big difference. Him and Carlos Herrera, did time last year in between the posts for the Detroit City. Steve did an interview with him about a week and a half ago. Let's hear that.
And I'm here outside the Big Pink with the number one goaltender, Carroll. How are you doing?
Doing amazing. How about yourself?
Thank you very much for spending 5 minutes of your time here. How can you win with the kit? Do you like the new home kit?
Yeah, I love it. Obviously, it's the skin that we're going to be wearing the whole season, so I love it. They did a really good job on the designs. I like the red one personally, the little Red Wing suit. But
Red Wings. Okay. Thank you. Well, you shared time with Carroll last year. You came up big, near the close of the regular season, clinched out a playoff spot. and you were money against Louisville, which I'll get to. Have you learned a lot being now one of part of the main goaltender group with City after 1 year service?
Yeah, I mean, I've been here for the last 2 years, going into my third season. I'm feeling really good, put in the work in the preseason, and I'm maturing in a lot of different ways. So definitely excited to see what I can bring to the team, and hopefully a more of a leadership role, and honestly just take on that responsibility, do everything I can to serve my teammates, serve the team, and put on good performances. So I'm really excited about the year.
Yeah, this team is a little bit different. You have Stephen Carroll, who's now up in the front area. Stephen wins, and a couple other guys retired. But you got a great forward room this year.
Yeah, I mean, we made some really, really good signings. Obviously, lost some great guys with our captain, Steve Carroll, and a couple of other guys that we lost to retirement, and obviously offloading a couple of players. But I think we replaced it with really, really good talent, strong players, strong personalities that are all ready to grind for the team, and honestly, a lot of quality. So once again, really excited to see what we're going to do.
I mentioned the forward room. You have Darren Smith. You got Darren Smith and a lot of our players. Alvin Doof and on the defensive core. The forward room must be one crowded place.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, once again, we brought in a lot of quality. There's competition in every position, and it starts with the training. It starts with the environment. We create a good environment. We put in the good performances all week just to hopefully get into that starting roster and obviously perform. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's been the real part. Considering you started off the last couple of seasons, and then you have the middle point there where things are not, how do you do consistent? Will there be consistent throughout the year, especially in the middle portion of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very difficult league to play in. You're going to face tough opponents. You're going to go to tough places. And at the end of the day, we want to make Keyword the stronghold. But like I said, it's a long season. So hopefully we can hit it hard and get points early, get 3 points early, build that points, start to build up into the season, take those top spots. And not necessarily to coach, just to have that cushion for sure. Long season, there's going to be ups and downs always, just because of the nature of the league, nature of the length of the season. But obviously we want to keep strong performances all the way through. Yeah. And dating back to what I just said earlier, we have really, really strong players that have come in. They're all here to, add that extra supply, to that extra ammo to the team. And I'm really excited. It should be a really good season through and through.
Speaking of Keyword, how special are you motivated to do well last season at Keyword before Alumni Fight Field?
Yeah, I think the fans deserve it. Obviously, Keyword is a special place. The culture that we built there, that the team has built there, that the fans have built there. It's a place where we go to war. We go there. We're supplied by the fans. They're always rooting us on. We're always going hard. And obviously, it being the last season, we're very excited to look forward towards the future of the new stadium. But we want to make this one a special one. So hopefully, we can end with a home playoff, make a good run, and really just get back to the fans and obviously give to ourselves.
One more question before I let you go. I know a lot of people move on last season, but I have to mention this.
When I first got here,
last year, Louisville, first round, biggest upset at 4 points. You were in goal. How was it to beat the number one team?
Oh, it's amazing. I think those are the moments you live for, right? The David and Goliath stories. Louisville was obviously top seed, the biggest point difference between 1 and 8. And I think that speaks to the grit that Detroit has. That speaks to the grit that we built in this locker room. So obviously we want to keep that throughout the whole season, but we're prepared to go to war. It doesn't matter who we face, it doesn't matter who we play. Detroit is not to be messed with, and that's the culture that we're building, and that's the mentality we have going into the season.
And you almost did it against the eventual champion, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, it came down to PK shootout. It's very unfortunate. At the end of the day, it's a coin toss, but
a crapshoot.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're focused on this next season. We're going to take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and hopefully we can put on good performances and put ourselves in a good position.
And you're going to be in a good position this season. Thank you very much, Dallas. Good luck in the season. I hope it starts on time.
Thank you, brother. Absolutely.
And as I mentioned, I mean, that was a very good interview that you had with Carlos there, and I mean, is he looking to be the number one?
I think so. He wasn't in the net during the mid part of the season, and that's the reason bigger, the mid part of the season. That's been our Achilles heel the last 2 seasons. 2 years ago, we did well. We got number 3. Last year, we were slowly sinking like the Titanic.
And barely got in at the 8th spot on the last day of the season.
You're right.
So,
but
we look at it this way. We got 2 pretty good goalkeepers.
Very good goalkeepers, yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 pretty good goalkeepers in Herrera and Saldaña. I think Saldaña could make his way. I honestly thought he could make his way to be number 1 last year.
Yes.
To be to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that
And will they build
We're
it?
hoping-
Because he had a great postseason last year, the big upset victory on Louisville, and the game we ultimately fell to Pittsburgh in PKs.
right, absolutely there.
Yeah.
Steve also took time out to talk to the captain, the former captain of Detroit City FC. Here's that interview right now.
And we're back. One more interview here at the Big Pink. And I can't believe I'm saying it. Ex-DCFC midfielder Stephen Carroll. Is it still weird to be called a player now?
Yeah, definitely. It's still fresh. The guy's just finishing up pre-season this week, so it's kind of tough to watch him go up in the field without me, but it's great to see him involved as well. So, I'm still there.
We did an entire episode on your retirement when it happened. My friend Matt Gabriel, who's not here, mentioned it. I said, oh my God, the heart and soul, no longer here.
Hey, I'm still here though. That's the thing. Detroit has ownership. The club itself been around so long that they took care of me. So I was never going away. Just a different role, a different position.
So what are you doing now in the front office? What are you doing? Can you please explain?
So right now I'm actually kind of a middleman between a lot of the departments when it comes to the team. I know Cooper and Dave Greeley do a lot of the heavy lifting for the first team aspect of stuff and other stuff. But I also jump in and help with that part of the gig, and I also kind of give consulting, talk to some departments when it comes to what they need from the team. Different departments, but I also have my own projects going, which will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. That I've been concentrating on very heavily, even in the off season before I started work. So I'm doing a jack of all trades. I'm also helping down the maintenance man at the field house with all the maintenance and upgrade needs, because I love working with my hands. So trying to give the guy some help. And
so you're a handyman most of all, right?
Yes, yeah. Dan has full control of everything. I'm just his helper on the side, his second pair of eyes.
How, by the way, everybody's been wondering now that you're no longer a player, how is the knee holding up now?
It's good. It's good. I think in the grand scheme of things, I made the right decision. I can obviously still play. I do play in the league and stuff like that. It's just at a professional level. I couldn't do it anymore every single day. It just wasn't. It wasn't fair for anyone involved. That's from players to staff, even myself and family. So yeah, it was just a tough decision. It just so happened to be my time.
And when you get older and older as a professional player, it kind of takes a grind, you know what I mean?
I just so happen to have lingering injury for the last 5 or 6 years that got worse and worse with time and age. So it just that was it. Yeah. I could have kept going, but I would have been one of these backroom squad players, assistant coach kind of vibe thing. I thought it would be better, be less distraction.
Yeah, that's really good, because we were hoping to see you last year, keyword first year at Alumni Stadium. I've been in a couple of days, but it's understandable.
I was contracted. I could have done it, but I didn't think it was fair to. Because everybody's like not be able to produce at the level I want to produce at. So I thought it was the best decision to do, and the club gave me the opportunity to do that, which was entirely grateful for.
Moving on to this year's game, first time as an executive. What's your hope? Because there's a lot too many forwards in the room. Alvamenta, out the Juice.
This year's coming?
The men's team, first team.
No, they're looking great. Danny and Phil have great shape. And they're playing some aggressive football. I expect big things from here, just from what I've seen. I hope they can confidence that they're ready. So we'll just have to wait and see. You know, it's the USL league.
It is very tough from the teams up and down, but I have to mention probably the greatest upset. You've been part of a great upset. You beat Pittsburgh a couple of seasons ago. then lightning strike tie against a team you never beat, and I presume that was probably the perfect send-off to your career, beating Louisville in Louisville.
Yeah, we got to thank Devin for that one. He was wearing the armband that day. He was the one who scored the goal. The rest of the team grinded out. I came on to kind of show it up in the end. And just to be a little part of that was a great feeling because, to be honest, I kind of knew that was going to be it for me. To continue that run after that was just an extra bonus. So I was really happy with that.
You almost did it again to Pittsburgh, who originally didn't allow a goal.
Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh is always Pittsburgh, and it's always a tough game to play for Detroit.
And you have a rivalry now with Pittsburgh from everything from the mascot. Yeah.
We've had it for a long time.
Steven, I wish you had a legendary. Thank you very much for being the heart and soul of the team. Wish you good health, and we'll see what your second half will be.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
With, the former captain, Stephen Carroll.
Let me tell you, Stephen Carroll was a delight to follow, but like I said, I thought he would go through it from the old stadium to the new stadium, and he couldn't keep up. So
and you know what they say about Father Time?
Undefeated.
Exactly.
Still undefeated. I'm sorry to say, they still haven't been beaten. I'm sorry. You were not Jim Kelly or Jackie Slater or Steve Eisenman.
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not. Let's just say we're not that type. You know, we don't have that stamina, or LeBron James for that matter.
We're getting old, man.
Yeah,
I'm getting old.
Age catches up with you real quick when you think about it.
It's nothing but a number, as Aaliyah would say, right?
Absolutely left the captain's position in good hands.
Oh yes,
and Devin Amu-Mensah.
Next to Josh Rogers and
Dave Edmondson,
and
yes, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Speaking of which, it's the first full weekend. You want to go to your Fab Four?
Well, let's go to our Fab Four as we look into the USL today.
Pittsburgh has not seen a night like this. For the first time ever, the Riverhounds, Eastern Conference champion.
But there's seconds left. And there it is!
Is there any time remaining? No! It's over! Detroit City! Lightning strikes twice! The A1 upset for the second time in 3 years! And they knock out the Shield winner on the opening night of the playoffs!
All right, it's week 2 in the championship. Let's look at a few games that are taking place in the championship today. First one coming up, 3 o'clock start. By the time this video gets out, it'll be just before then, or in the process of being played.
Yes.
Loudoun taking on Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Pittsburgh losers last week in Birmingham. They take on Loudoun. That's their first game of the season.
Yes, and their new coach as well.
Yes, a new coach for Loudoun United, as Ryan Martin has moved on
to Oakland.
Yeah, to Oakland. As Ryan, as he moved on to Oakland. Anthony Limbrick, the new coach for Loudoun United. A lot of the same players, including one.
The guy was
Abatif Abakura.
Yes,
back in the lineup again.
That's the name that got tripped up.
But Jack Paniotu joins the squad this year as well, so that's going to be interesting. Paniotu, I believe, last year was with Hartford.
Yes,
and
on that run.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how those two forwards fare against this Pittsburgh side. Pittsburgh losers, as I mentioned last week, to Birmingham, 2-1 in that game. But they are the defending champions.
Yeah, you're right.
They can be a force to reckon.
I don't think it was Birmingham. I think it was Charleston.
Charleston, I'm sorry.
Sean Stuber, yes. Sean Stuber scored against his former team, the one who paid the way to goal last year. You know what I mean? Speaking of Ryan Martin, he's playing in the other Fab Four game, Oakland against New Mexico United. This is New Mexico's first game of the season. Oakland successful last week.
And I had, as far as New Mexico goes,
They're
you know,
still a contender.
They are still a contender in there. Player to watch in that game would be one Greg Hurst, the Scottish-born player, 28 years old. A big force for the squad. And Jake LaCava, also another player to be watching for New Mexico. Oakland roots.
Oh, yeah.
And Ryan Martin getting this. I believe they got their first victory last week, and it wasn't Peter Wilson who got the goal in that game.
No, it was, if I can find my stats here, it was Fisher who got the goal in the 85th minute.
Yeah, so Fisher got the goal, but first game at the Coliseum for them tonight.
Back for year two. They're
Back for year two.
They'll try and wait to build a new stadium near the it's somewhere in Oakland.
Yeah, in the Harbor District.
The one that was abandoned for Vegas.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure. So they're playing at the Coliseum later on tonight. 8 o'clock tonight, FC Tulsa takes on San Antonio FC.
They get to raise the flag or waiting for Western Conference, but not the title.
No, they don't. No. A couple players on that. Obviously we talked about Alex Dyer earlier.
Yeah.
You look at their Luke Spencer's bringing in a squad this year. He's got 5 keepers on this. What the heck? Wow. He's loading up on goalkeepers there.
It's always say a backup and a starter. That's it.
Yeah.
But remember, the backup only is.
Yeah, he's got 5 defend. But let's see. Bruno Lapa back with the squad this year. Remy Cabral. I mean, the midfielders this year. One can't think of his name off the top of my, but Taylor Carroll left for MLS, but you're left with Remy Cabral and Stefan Lukic.
Oh yes,
on that squad as well.
Stefan Lukic, who was the big star last year.
Yeah,
except for that penalty kick where I gone all vertical at him.
San Antonio playing their second game of the year.
Yeah.
Thus far, they were 2-1 winners against Phoenix Rising last week, and San Antonio. It's just one of the let's see, Alex Crognell with the goal, and Jorge Hernandez with the goal last week in their victory over the Phoenix Rising. And of course, they were off to that fast start last year.
Yeah, I know.
And they faded off a little bit, and FC Tulsa took over. So it's a battle between the team that was on the rise last year going on, and the team that actually caught them in that one.
The last game you want to focus on is that Center Blank Stadium.
Actually, no, we're replacing that one.
Oh,
you talked me into this one. Colorado versus Las Vegas.
I see.
Very interesting. Very interesting fixture here.
One team that made the playoffs and one team that finished dead last with the Western
and they both had draws in their first games here.
Yes.
Colorado, a shade from what they were
2 seasons ago.
Yeah, definitely. Christian Herrera is still in net for that squad as well. But you look at the forwards there: Juan Tejada and Corey Bennett, 2 big names to watch in that one.
I know.
And of course, I believe we remember Corey Bennett. I believe, wasn't he? I'm trying to think what club he was on last year.
Okay, well,
I mean, I can look it up real quick myself. Right. So, so he was with He was with Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento FC
Republic, and a former player of Las Vegas as well.
I know. Yes. And since you mentioned the game, I'll mention as an honorable mention Rhode Island FC. Lucky team.
Let me talk about Las Vegas.
Okay, Las Vegas. Yeah, they finished at the bottom of the wooden spoon. By the way.
Yeah, Devin Rensing came in and took over the squad midway through the year last year. But you look at Knight Pickering got the goal in the equalizer or in the match last week. And of course, Johnny Rodriguez, he came there last year from Oakland Roots. So those are two players that are definitely to watch in that match. And then one that's not on the list, but we did mention you did mention Sporting Jacksonville travels to Centerville Bank Stadium to take on Rhode Island FC. Lots of changes for Rhode Island.
You're
FC
right.
This year.
Maxie is back with us. Deco is back in Pittsburgh. Return game. Remember, the team, Rhode Island finished almost knocked into the playoff. But hey, if you have a goaltender like
they went to the Western or the Eastern Conference final against Pittsburgh
before falling against Pittsburgh in penalty kick. And unless you have Coco Vegas, if he's in goal, he's still one of the top-notch goalies in all of.
30, the 30-year-old Spaniard. The anchor back there in goal for that.
And don't forget, JJ Williams also a factor.
Yep, and Clay Holstad too, the midfielder. JJ Williams, as a matter of fact, Noah Fuson, another one of their top players as well, and they take on Sporting Jack side, who just got pummeled in their first match.
3-0 against Hartford.
Yeah,
August E. Williams showing dividend in his first game with his new team.
Yep,
after lifting the title with Pittsburgh. So.
Yep. So needless to say, it was just not a good outlook for the first game for that squad.
And one of the minor investors is Tim Tebow. He's going to come here in a few weeks. Not Tim Tebow, but
Jacksonville will be here in a few weeks.
All right.
But needless to say, it's come down to this.
All right.
Our infamous predictions.
Oh man,
this guy holds the crown. Because he just dominated last year as far as the picks go. So we'll see if that can happen again.
Yeah.
As far as that goes. Looking at all the people that follow City.
Yes.
Everybody across the board saying City. City should be an easy victory.
3-0. I'm going to say it 3-0 on City, and this is a little bit combination because I was thinking about pick the stick, the infamous who's going to be hot tonight from the Fox Sports.
I was going to say, let's say who's going to be your hot hand today.
Yes, the one from the Fox Sports / Valley Sports FanDuel.
Pick the boot. Pick the boot. Pick the boot.
Maxi Rodriguez. I'm thinking Maxi Rodriguez, the prodigal adopted son, will get very closer to Sean Claude Lawson 43.
Okay.
And remember, you can't repeat the pick. Like I pick the tick.
Okay. You can repeat it as much as you want.
Well, you don't.
You can ride that thing all year long if you'd like.
Well, you don't see it on the Fox Sports, Valley Sports, FanDuel Sports. By the way, it's being replaced by Detroit Sportsnet. Well, that's
We'll talk about television in a minute.
All right.
And streaming in a minute. But no, my pick the boot's going to be. I'm going to go with Ates Juve.
Okay.
I think he'll get a goal and assist today. I think it's going to be 2-0 City.
Okay.
In my honest opinion, this Brooklyn team, they look pretty. They look pretty tough defensively. But if you get the upper hand on them, I think they'll fall by the wayside. I don't really see much offensive firepower coming from that squad unless they prey on a mistake, such as last week what Indy did.
Now push in the back in the penalty box and then
giving up the penalty.
I want to get
penalty. Brooklyn penalty.
I tried to do normal. I want you a penalty kick. My phone. Sorry,
but no.
But you don't want to drag them into it.
No, exactly. No. You don't want to fall into that. You don't want to fall into that situation.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, I'm going to say 2-0 City. Ates Juve with the golden boot of the match.
Okay,
in that one. As we get ready for a game, which you can see on only 2 destinations today.
Yes, believe it or not, the game is on ESPN Plus, streaming live.
Neil and John on the call.
Neil will be on it, and in Espanola on Today over the air. And yes, there is no local broadcast.
Not as of yet.
Not as of yet, because Channel 50, unfortunately, their owner said, well, hey, they have to cover the CW.
We got to cover NASCAR.
Cover NASCAR.
What about NASCAR?
I'll give you the full explanation once we get to the whole new station. But yeah, no TV, only ESPN Plus or Today NT.
Yep, catch all the action on
Yeah.
both of those outlets tonight. We will see you after the match, of course, and cheers for a brand new season. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the galaxy. And be good.